When thinking about basketball's greatest of all time, two names should come up: Michael Jordan and LaVar Ball. Do you know what these GOATs have in common? They both produced one heck of a player. If MJ could choose a son, he would pick LaMelo Ball over Marcus. For real. Because Michael Jordan was totally right about LaMelo Ball, and now we see it. Let's be real. Michael Jordan as a player, one of one. Generational. Cheat code. But as an owner, straight up cheeks. You just wished he turned off his alarms on draft day, because his draft day portfolio is garbage. Want examples? This guy drafted Frank Kaminsky over Devin Booker. Drafted Malik Monk over Donovan Mitchell and Bam Adebayo. Thing is, that's not even the worst one yet. He traded SGA for Miles Bridges. You just gotta know he's terrible at this. That's why he sold the team and decided to just stick to NASCAR and golfing. But before he left Charlotte, MJ left an inheritance, a rare gem, a lottery pick that would be the cornerstone of this franchise for the next decade. With the third pick in the 2020 NBA draft, MJ and the Hornets selected the greatest big baller on the planet, LaMelo Ball. MJ probably saw that 92-point high school performance of LaMelo and decided, this is the future. But drafting LaMelo wasn't a great look back then. He's controversial as they come. Most of that because of his dad, LaVar Ball.
His name is big and y'all like, it was a 5-on-5. 5-on-5 game, he good. 1-on-1, I'm undefeated, never lost.
Well, it doesn't help that your dad is casually calling out your boss on social media, challenging him one-on-one. MJ's response? Brutal. There's also been rumors about LaMelo's work ethic, that he's lazy. And that shooting form too? That was as worse as what Lonzo had in his rookie year. So despite all the doubts, what did MJ see in LaMelo? And how did he prove to us that he was totally right? LaMelo's path to the NBA was different. Instead of committing to a university, LaMelo instead turned pro, joining the Illawarra Hawks in the National Basketball League in Australia, where he spent one season before declaring for the draft. And well, it helped his draft stock a lot, as he averaged 17, 7, and 7, respectable numbers for a point guard. LaMelo was picked third, behind Anthony Edwards and James Wiseman. Yeah, Golden State had the chance to draft LaMelo, but didn't. It made sense, actually. They didn't think LaMelo's play style would complement Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. MJ had just lost a perennial point guard in Kemba Walker, and MJ found what he thought was the perfect replacement. But there was a lot of skepticism. Critics questioned the quality of competition he faced in the NBL, and how it prepared him for the NBA's demands, that it wasn't enough of a sample size to determine he's worthy of the third overall pick. His defense was also lackluster. Critics pointed out that LaMelo's effort on offense does not nearly reflect his effort on the defensive end. And of course, LaVar Ball. You just gotta respect the hustle of LaVar. He marketed his kids like they were superstars. He made us believe that even LaAngelo Ball can be a solid NBA player. Can you even believe that? And Lonzo. The Lakers could have gotten Jason Tatum, but nah, LaVar smooth-talked everybody that Lonzo's the best basketball player in the world. Don't get it wrong, Lonzo's nice. But how can you draft someone second with that shooting form? Even a non-NBA watcher knows this guy's shooting is cooked. LaVar's taken full control of his children's career, and it significantly impacts LaMelo's relationship with the organization. But MJ doesn't care. He only sees one thing in LaMelo, and that's a pot full of gold. And in LaMelo's rookie season, MJ did not find just a pot full of gold, he found diamonds. At 6'7", LaMelo's everything you could have asked for a point guard. He has elite court vision, can create his own shots, and has that refreshing, flashy type of play that Charlotte desperately needs. LaMelo's a versatile three-level scorer, can score off the dribble, can penetrate with ease, and of course, the three ball. Don't let the form fool you, because if you let him get into his rhythm, he will knock it down. At 19 years old, LaMelo understood the game. Critics tagged him as lazy, but he's always a triple-double threat. He's everywhere on the court. He's energetic, he's confident, he knows that when he steps on that hardwood, he's the best player. And in a tight battle with Anthony Edwards, LaMelo Ball won the Rookie of the Year award, the third in franchise history. But for LaMelo, that's just one step into his ultimate goal: greatness. In his second season, he continued to blossom. By how much? Well, let's just say to an all-star caliber type of player. In his rookie season, LaMelo averaged almost 16, 6, and 6 per night. In his second year, his point total jumped over to 20 points per game, while averaging nearly 7 rebounds and 8 assists per game. He was also named an all-star just 2 seasons into the league. He elevated his game in every facet. His playmaking improved, his PNRs is a thing of beauty, his height helps him navigate through the entire floor with ease, making him one of the greatest playmaking point guards in the league right now. He's like Magic Johnson with shooting. Yeah, you might think that's too much of a praise, but watch him play. He almost makes the right play every single possession, and these legends can vouch for that.
LaMelo has like an old school kind of he moves the ball. He has a high IQ. He kind of feels like that old school feel to him.
Oh, he got that fabric. He's made their team more self.
Aside from playmaking, there's one aspect of his game that he improved a lot, and it's not being talked about widely enough by the media. A super simple weapon that made him one of the elites. One of LaMelo's greatest abilities is his slashing to the rim. He's one athletic baller. With his frame and long arms, he can score any way possible around the rim. But if there's one thing that a slasher guard can do to make this skill deadlier, that would be the most fundamental aspect of the game. You see, in his rookie season, LaMelo's a threat driving in the paint, but defenders were adamant to not give him any easy baskets. What would they do? Meet him at the rim with no fear of fouling him. Why? Because he's a mediocre free throw shooter. Yeah, that's right. In his rookie season, LaMelo just averaged 76% from the line. For a point guard, that's atrocious. And what would LaMelo do? Went back to the lab to fix his free throw shooting. In his second year, he went from a 76 to 87% free throw shooter. A huge increase from his rookie season. Now his drives accounts to more points, which made him a lot deadlier. His work ethic is just fine, alright? And this is not just a one-off. Throughout his career, up until this season, he is consistent from the line. This makes him 1,000 times more dangerous. A player that can pass, can shoot, can drive fearlessly. Ladies and gentlemen, MJ was right to gamble for LaMelo Ball. But there's one catch. There's one fatal weakness in LaMelo's game that can affect not just his future, but the future of the entire Hornets franchise. Let's be real. Aside from his effort from the defensive end, there's one major flaw that not just LaMelo Ball endures: injuries. In the last 2 seasons, LaMelo missed a total of 106 games due to nagging injuries with both of his ankles. It killed all the momentum he had. It seemed like he could string a couple of games and then wham, just one bad landing and he's already hurt. Luckily, he didn't get hurt after this. He was ready to square up with that clown. But anyway, in just limited time in the past 2 seasons, LaMelo managed to get better and better on the court. His averages are steadily going up. He's still being proactive, being the focal point of the offense whenever he has the chance to suit up. But let's be real. You don't want to be a Kawhi Leonard type of superstar. You want to be LeBron. Availability is one of a superstar's greatest assets. Does not matter how great you are when you're in a suit and not in a jersey. Your productivity stoops down to 0. But hey, LaMelo's young. He's improving, and sky's really the limit for this young baller. He's nice, and he has a chance to lift an entire franchise out of obscurity. Just the other day, he went off for a career-high 50 points against the Bucks, the 3rd youngest player in NBA history, and first in Hornets history to record that output with 10 assists. People of Charlotte now have more reason to see their team play, and we know someone who's more excited than we are: Charlotte Hornets commentators.
Lamb's gonna have to fire. No! No! Are you kidding? Hornets got a pair. Lamb lost it. Has to fire. Oh! What? Jeremy Lamb wins it. Unbelievable. What just happened? Toronto. Good golly, Miss Molly!
Just imagine these announcers calling at a playoff game. Heck, even the conference finals. Much more entertaining than
Once again, Doc Rivers joining us in the booth. When's the last time you wore a suit in a basketball arena?
Well, it's been a while. Pre-bubble.
I know a tailor that could let it out a little bit. If you...
That's cold-blooded. Mike, I'm going to be tailored tomorrow for sure.
Those guys from ESPN still don't know why they think it was a good idea to put Doc Rivers' grading voice on live television. Going back, if LaMelo stayed healthy for the Charlotte Hornets, the league might be in big trouble. This guy has the ability to control any game. We're talking about all NBA status in the next 2 to 3 years. He needs to iron out one more thing though, his off-court antics. LaMelo's nice, no homo. But seriously NBA, 100 grand for that? Yeah, Adam Silver's swimming in boatloads of cash right now. It's not the only controversy LaMelo faced over the summer. He was also accused of running over a child while trying to get his autograph. Ball allegedly stopped at a nearby traffic light and fans approached Ball's vehicle. The mother of the child said Ball looked at her son from his vehicle as her son Joseph stood next to it, and when the traffic light turned green, alleged that Ball drove in a grossly negligent and reckless manner and that he accelerated his vehicle forward suddenly and without warning and struck. The child allegedly suffered foot and back injuries. Well, this is not the first time that LaMelo was involved in some reckless driving. It was so bad that there even was a compilation of him recklessly going out of the Hornets arena. Well, there's no denying now, he definitely ran the red lights just like he ran his IG account.
Can you follow me back on Instagram?
Yeah, I don't run it.
Huh?
I don't run it.
You don't?
So from what you told me, you don't run your IG account. Is that true?
I do.
But hey, despite all the shenanigans, the injuries, there's no denying, MJ was definitely right. LaMelo is a future superstar. He might be close to it right now. Everybody's saying that Anthony Edwards and Luka Doncic are the future of the league, but who knows? Maybe it's LaMelo Ball. If you enjoyed this video, watch what Mike was totally right about with Anthony Edwards next.